Previously on Mushroom Journeys.
Oh, there goes the fox. My nemesis. I ran right down the hill and right behind that stump down here. I probably won't be able to capture it. Killed 3 chickens in 2 days. And then another 3 chickens over the course of a month. Do need to find that fox's den at some point. Maybe we can find it on this mushroom hunt.
It's mushroom time, let's go outside, see what we find. It's mushroom time, it's time for mushroom journeys.
Okay, better check on this big beech tree stump. This beech tree has had oyster mushrooms in the past before it fell over. Might be something up there. I don't see any here. Looks like I see something on this log up here though. What's that? Aha! That is an old chicken of the woods. Missed that one. Those are pretty small. Very, very old oak log. Oh, and there's some more over there. Those look fresh. Not super fresh, but not too bad either. Yeah. Wow. Oh, and there's some older ones probably from last year. Ah, shoot, I missed it. Still yellow. That probably came out maybe a week ago. Just missed it. But yeah, brown on the edges, slug eaten, hard, cardboardy, no longer edible. I'm actually very surprised to find this in this good a shape right now. This is the very tail end of the chicken of the woods season here. They'll be out for half of the year, but in November when it gets cold, you will no longer see them anymore. This is probably the latest one I've ever seen in this good a shape. So that's really cool. Great beginner mushroom. No poisonous lookalikes. Hard to confuse this with any other mushroom. All right, let's keep moving. It's not the time of year where you're going to find many mycorrhizal fungi growing up from the soil. Mostly you're going to be finding polypores and wood decomposers growing out of decomposing wood. There are a few little small mycorrhizal fungi that will spring up here and there, but not many, and not many desirable ones. Oh, that tree's talking. Got a lot to say. Speak of the devil. Here's a mycorrhizal fungi. An Amanita mushroom. Coker's lavender staining Amanita is the last Amanita of the season. Tolerant of cold temperatures, but when it freezes, it will stain kind of a lavender color, and when it's bruised, it will do the same, although it might take a little while. But yeah, kind of a pale yellow ring on the stem, and a big universal veil or egg sac that it springs out of at the base. This one can be found August through January, though it peaks in October, and it is only found in the eastern United States. Not an edible mushroom, no amanitas should be eaten. All right, how am I going to navigate this? Go through it. Oh, there's some nice turkey tails and a common turkey tail lookalike. So here we have some nice blue-toned turkey tails. And those are a little too far gone for me to collect. A lot of bug holes there. And the undersurface is turning yellow and stained from being eaten by bugs. But those are stunningly beautiful blue. Very cool. But here we have a turkey tail look-alike. These ones tend to be a little more orange in color. And they are easily differentiated from the turkey tail, as this is the Gilled Polypore. It is a polypore, yet it has gills. There's an exception for every rule. Very cool. This one also has some of the same compounds, some of the same medicinal benefits as the turkey tail, but it's not one I've ever collected and used medicinally or culinarily. But a very cool mushroom. These are all dried out and kind of dead, but when they're nice and young and fresh, they will be kind of more brightly orange in color. Both of these mushrooms are widely distributed all around the world, and you can find them any month of the year. Very cool. Let's see if we can find anything else. No foxes' dens on this hillside. Typically when I've seen them before, they'll be like on the downward side of a tree on a slope. Big hole with lots of dirt piled up. They could be on in an embankment as well, not necessarily under a tree. When they're not raising young, a fox might just sleep out in the open. Usually they have a main den, and they might have some extra dens as a safety den or a food caching spot. But like a red fox in the wilderness could have a range bigger than 10 square miles, which is pretty darn big. And then a suburban environment might be as small as like 2 square miles. Still pretty big. So this fox den might be outside of my purview, but I'm gonna keep looking. All right, here's some more mushrooms over here. We have black-footed polypore. A couple of them, what's left of them. Oh yeah, that's a nice, generous fruiting. These hang around for quite a long time. Look at the bug tracks on that one. Little snail tracks. That's quite beautiful. So these are called the black-footed polypore because of the black stem and of course the pored surface, making them a polypore. When they first emerge, they will not have a black stem. They'll be kind of just all of a light cream or beigeish color, but it is not known to be edible, but it is one you can find in November all over the temperate and subtropical parts of the planet. Let's go check on an old beech tree here. It's usually a good spot. At the fork of a creek is usually a very good spot. Nice and moist. Yeah, we got some more resinous polypores here. Those are looking good, good, good. Very nice. I'm gonna take this one. Thank you very much. Pear-shaped puffballs. This is the only puffball that grows on wood. It's called a pear-shaped puffball because you turn it upside down. That's kind of a pear shape. Huh, that one got slug gnawed, like hollowed out by a slug. That's interesting. So these are in the perfect state for eating. They are white inside. So that's a good one. I'll take these as well. Like just these little ones. Very nice. This is one I usually find all throughout the fall, but I have found them occasionally in the spring as well. They do seem to enjoy the cooler months of the year, and they can be quite prevalent. They can be fruiting in clusters of hundreds and hundreds sometimes. It can be very impressive fruitings on occasion. What else we got here? Yeah, it's covered in resinous polypores. So here's some much older ones. can see how dark they've got, just how hard they are. Completely changed their character. No longer edible, but still a very cool, very impressive mushroom. That is for sure. Somebody's been nibbling that one. Let's check it out over here. Aha, here's our sulphur tufts. More resinous polypores, turkey tails, and the poisonous sulphur tuft. Usually quite small, but it comes out in these big clusters. You can see kind of the purple spores on there, the dark colored spores, which make the underside look kind of greenish. A combination of the yellow flesh and the dark purple spores. But yeah, this one causes severe gastric upset. So yeah, that's one to be avoided. And that's one you can find in the cooler months of the year as well. And it is a very common mushroom found all over the world. Scientifically named Hypholoma fascicular. Hypholoma is known for their purple spores and for being phosphorescent. That means under ultraviolet light, they will glow. Pretty cool. Actually, I see some more Hypholoma mushrooms over here. Let's go take a look. And here's our brick caps. Beautiful. Brick caps will be growing from wood. They will have kind of a gray undersurface. They're very similar to the sulphur tuft in their shape, but their color is much different. We have the kind of brick red color in the center of the cap, and it will lighten as it approaches the outer edge. This is an edible mushroom. It looks like something ate part of this one already, but those top ones still look good. I'm going to collect those. It is a pretty good mushroom, and one you can find in the cooler months of the year, late fall. I think I found these in December last year. And you can find these in the United States and Europe. They're not quite as widely distributed as the sulphur tuft. There's another cool edible mushroom, the brick cap. Word of warning, brick caps are not a beginner mushroom, but they can be confused with the fatally poisonous deadly gallerina. Deadly gallerina will have a little ring zone on the stem. It'll be more of an orange color, and it will have a rusty brown spore print as opposed to the purple spore print of the brick cap. They can be confused, so do be careful. All right, let's keep moving. Yeah, here's a nice artist conch. Another little one down there. That's a nice big one. Our artist bracket. Ganoderma applanatum, and it's called artist conch because you can etch the undersurface. There's a dark layer under this white pore layer, and you can write your name or make a beautiful artistic scene if you wanted to. I'm just going to leave this one here. These can be found all around the world and any time of the year. It does have some medicinal benefits, possibly if you like ground it up into a powder, but you can't eat it. It's just too hard. And this is a perennial fungus that will come back year after year and just put on another pore layer underneath. So sometimes you can see them getting quite tall. All right, let's keep moving. I gotta get home before it gets dark. Well, the sun's going down. I'm losing light. That's all the time I have for today.
Thanks a lot, daylight savings time.
But didn't find the fox's den. Might have to wait till it snows to figure out where that fox is coming from. But we did find a lot of great mushrooms. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm Michael File. I'll see you next time on Mushroom Journeys.